Wagwan, big up the men, them things, yeah, bruh. Pitch picks, like and subscribe to the podcast, yeah, bruh. How was that British accent, bitch?
I fucking hated
Yeah,
that.
boy. Welcome to Pitch Picks. Big up the men, them, like and subscribe. we're at like 530 subs. We're halfway to 1,000. When we hit 1,000, we're gonna give out a copy of EA FC 25. So make sure you like and subscribe. Help us get to 1,000. What a week of football. Arsenal wins 2-0 on the road. Chelsea's putting balls in the back of the net. United still sucks ass. We got a lot of shit to get into, so thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Let's start with Chelsea. Are they real deal? Are they frauds? They go on the road, 6-2 against Wolves, a team that Arsenal only beat 2-0, and they go in there and they just bust that thing open like a stripper's pussy. Is this team for real?
Yeah, I like Chelsea. I like their talent. I don't know how it's all going to come together. I think that one was more about Wolves and their defending than what Chelsea did. 6 goals is ridiculous.
6 goals is 6 goals.
But you run your team through Cole Palmer, good things are going to happen.
Mm.
So I think Wolves are on relegation watch officially.
Goals are like inches. Every single one of them matters.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, we had a bit of a game there, though. It was at halftime, 2-2.
Draw it up.
Very entertaining game. I was watching that one. I missed the Bournemouth.
That was a basketball game. Yeah,
great game,
yeah.
And then Chelsea just in the second half, Noni Madueke and Cole Palmer just.
That whole town is shit. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. You saw that, Nicky Smokes?
No, put me on.
The guy that had a Noni Madueke, the guy that had a hat trick the night before. Night before, it was like midnight. Random time midnight for like a second. He puts on his Instagram story, this place is everything about this place is shit.
And then he dropped a hattie
with the location, Wolverhampton.
Mendum dun crazy, bro. Oh my things.
Bro, they were cooking him during the game, booing him each time he touched the ball.
Yam.
Guess who had the last laugh at the end of the day? Noni Madueke.
I mean, he had the first laugh and the last laugh.
Yeah, he might have a point. That
stood on business.
Yeah, but Chelsea 6-2. That was crazy, man. That was crazy.
But what do you think? Do you think they're legit?
Nah, I feel like it was just one of them days.
What do you mean by legit, though?
Because I see Chelsea fans, sometimes even non-Chelsea fans, posting on their story like, "Hey, we're gonna win the league." I saw a couple people place futures on Chelsea winning the league. So when I say, are they for real? Are they legit? I'm talking top 4, top 5 in the league.
Nah, new manager, right?
New manager.
They still got the 50-something first-team players that they got to figure out who they're actually going to be using, who they're not going to be using. Did they have a good game against Wolves? Yes. We'll see. Are they legit for the season? If you ask me right now, I don't think so. New manager. There's a lot going on because I mean Chelsea. The things around them, it's like Arsenal's still Arsenal, Man City still Man City. Liverpool looks like they're somewhat back with the new manager. We thought they were going to slow down a little bit, but they're moving. But yeah, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I think they're a nice club. They're not a title contender.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, there's some bad news for the teams in the Big Six. United drops again. I think this team is just dog shit. Maresh, I'll let you try to defend your boys, but watching them is brutal. If I was a United fan, I'd rather just have my eyes gouged out. Watching you guys is a brutal watch.
I want you, since you just became a fan last year, there's a nice Amazon 4K TV show for you to watch if you want to watch fucking dog shit, Nicky Smokes.
I already watched that.
You can go back and watch every second of Mikel's, first or second season, Now or Nothing. That is dog shit. This is not
I can't stand waste men like you, bro. Your team is obviously shit, and you want me to go watch a documentary from 2017, 2018? Why don't you watch your own team in 23, 24?
What are you trying to say? We're at the beginning of a project?
We're not at the beginning of a project, but listen.
It looks like it might be the beginning.
But listen, I'm frustrated too. This is his 3rd season. He's saying the same dumb shit into the media after every game. We had many chances. I don't care. Teach Rashford how to fucking bury those chances. I'm out here taking things into my own hands. I'm finding striker drills on TikTok, and I'm tagging them in them. I started tagging them in them with praying hands, bro. I'm doing everything. Why are we still not starting Garnacho? We've seen enough. I don't know. Garnacho on the left, Ahmad on the right. We have a striker. Why are we running Bruno in a false nine? Why are we taking off Bruno at fucking halftime? Or not halftime, but in the second half for Scott McTominay. Why are we taking off Mason Mount, our pressing demon in the first half, and bringing on fucking, who did we even bring on?
Xerxes, right?
Yeah, Xerxes. Who was the disallowed goal? I'm not that mad about that one.
That was unlucky.
That was, but
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, we're running a 4-2-2-2. Like, what is that? What
Is
is
that legal?
4-2-2-2. Yeah, but like I just don't get some of the decisions he's making where we're subbing off center backs. What other team in the Premier League does that? Nobody in any world football team is subbing center backs when they're not on a yellow card. I don't get what some of his decision making in the subs were atrocious. It's just like there's lack of an identity. You know, under Fergie, under other managers, we've been a counter team. We just don't have any identity.
Would you sack him?
You can't sack him this early, but I don't know if he makes it past December with the current form. I don't.
All right, let me ask you this. Let's say there is an evil wizard, right? He walks into like the Premier League library, burns all the history books of Manchester United. Are they even like a Big Six club still? I feel like you guys are almost borderline irrelevant.
I mean, from a revenue standpoint alone, we're a Big Six club. Like,
I'm talking about performance on the pitch.
Well, yeah. Well, from a revenue, that like isn't the Big Six made up of the revenue for the league? Isn't that where like the traditional backing?
Well, it used to be like a Big Four, and then they expanded it. It's really a big one and like a nice five. That's kind of it's City's league at this point.
I think what Nicky Smokes is trying to say, yes, you're a big club, but you kind of fucking suck. That's exactly, I just interpreted it into simple words.
How many years in a row have they sucked now?
Probably like
2024, so 13.
Okay, so well, that's what I wondered what the standard was, because they did qualify for Champions League not that long ago, but it feels like that's not enough.
No.
If you're United, you better be in contention every year, and you're just not.
I think that's where the frustration from the fan base is coming with the like sack him, get him out now. It's just like we have been waiting for so long since Fergie left to get back to that level, and we cannot get there. So that's where the frustration is coming from. But it's like, I don't know. For years, it was we weren't giving managers the chance. We were sacking guys after a year. We brought in Solskjaer, and I backed him till the end. But even that football was more entertaining to watch. At least we had somewhat of an identity. We could counter with aggression. Now we can't do anything. No build-up play. Nothing. Just absolutely nothing.
Can I ask you a question?
Hit me, Za.
Thoughts on Harry Maguire? I mean, absolute disaster during the goal. Twice in a matter of 2 seconds. The guy is he doesn't deal with the first ball that comes across. Then because he doesn't do that, when the other one that comes back across to it was the Welbeck goal, I believe. Yeah, the other one that comes back across, he's caught up in no man's land. There's 3 guys on the back post unmarked.
No, listen, like, I just don't know if he's at the level that we need. I just don't. But, you know, if you're going to make the change, bring in De Ligt. Start him at this point. He's now had just start him. I don't get what he's doing. I don't. But you know what? You got to trust the manager. But I'm at my end.
He's so defeated.
He is. I mean, it's tough. I even feel bad. I even feel bad trying to.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad.
But from my point of view, right, the Community Shield, right, it's not that big of a match, but we looked good again in that match against City.
Right.
They were without De Bruyne for most of the match, but we looked good. We looked set up like we had a plan for the season. Then we go into the Fulham game. We did dominate in areas of that game. We just could not finish, which has been a problem for years. And then we get to the third game. Brighton are a good team. Let's just all get
They are.
They're a good team.
Are they a wagon?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Brighton has been like gradually growing, and everyone's like, "Oh, look at this great Brighton model where they find these gems, sell them for $60 million, and they just keep adding to their team." Now it feels like they're finally ready to.
Leandro Trossard.
Yeah,
that's
where we got them from.
Ben White, Ben White for 40.
Damn, I owe them my life.
Leandro Trossard. Let me tell you something, Nicky Smokes. We might be in trouble next game, man. I am nervous.
Where is that game? AMEX.
It's at the Emirates, but I'm still shitting myself. But that's for another episode.
So Brighton's legit.
Oh yeah, this feels like the time where they could really, because they've never been into Champions League. It does feel like, at least the way they've started, that they're going to be in contention. They're floating right around there all year.
And their model is so amazing because each and every year they lose all their top players for big time transfer fees. Caicedo, 100-something mil. Cucurella, so many fucking millions of dollars.
Yep.
Ben White, when he came to us, people were running around on the internet saying Ben White was way too expensive. Trossard was a bargain, but I mean they sell very well, make profits, keep buying these youngsters that form a great team, and
They kind of do the same thing with the managers now too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Zerbi
Yeah.
came from Norway. All of a sudden, he's a top manager.
Graham Potter.
Yeah, Potter
Yeah.
got a big contract
R.I.P.
for Chelsea. R.I.P.
How would you describe Brighton to someone who's new to the game? Like, what makes them?
They're almost like the Moneyball A's, where it's
Exactly.
like where they
Yes.
are like this kind of non-traditional power who through like analytics and scouting they find all these guys that especially it feels like since Brexit where they're dipping big into South America and putting them straight in the Premier League. Usually you'd go to the Netherlands or some other France or some other small league. Brighton's just taking them, letting them grow, and then everyone's like, damn, like this guy's fucking good, and then they sell him for basically 100% profit,
It's the transfer.
and then reinvest
I
and
don't
reinvest.
If I knew, I wish I'd looked up the figures and had them on hand. But
They're the exact opposite of Chelsea. Think of what Chelsea is in your brain. Brighton's the exact opposite.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's good business.
Yeah, great business.
I mean, if Chelsea keeps winning 6-2, that'll be considered good business. But
Yeah.
I saw this one quote. This guy was like, "Oh yeah, if Chelsea keeps playing like this, they can win the league." No shit, dude. If you won every game 6-2, you win the fucking league. you
The league would be a lot of fun if teams were trying to put up six
Yeah,
goals every game.
it's crazy. A team though got robbed last week. Bournemouth, that no goal. I watched it a couple times. First time I saw it, I said it's clear as day. It's a handball. But then the more I watched it, I'm like, oh, it kind of goes off his head first. You guys know the game better than anyone. I thought it should have been a goal.
So my beef is the referees made a whole stink about. They made a whole thing about at the beginning of the season that they're gonna officiate handballs and all that a little differently, give more leeway to natural movements and all because it was more robotic. Anytime it touched your hand, it was automatically a penalty.
Wow.
So that being said, after they say that, for you to get a situation where the ball was on the shirt, the ball did not touch any of his skin. It was literally on the shirt part. Yes, it was. It's maybe dipping into the beginning of where your arm is, but it was predominantly shoulder. It was so borderline, predominantly shoulder. And what VAR is meant to do is reverse clear and obvious errors referees make in the moment in the game. That goal was called a goal on the field. I personally don't think that was a clear and obvious error, so VAR should not have overturned that. That was called a goal by the referee. Now, if the referee had not called it a goal on the field, then we have a different conversation.
Correct.
Okay.
Then we have a different
Now, I will say the other purpose of VAR is to protect the big clubs. That's how it feels over and over and over. And when you have Bournemouth going up against Newcastle, a team that's going to have Champions League aspirations, more times than not, VAR fucks the little guy and the big clubs get all the benefit. So clear and obvious, that's how VAR works.
Thoughts on that, VAR merchant?
Not a VAR merchant. If any, you could say the same thing about Arsenal.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can. You can
Nope.
talk about
Absolutely.
the goals like Garnacho scored against you guys that have been overturned.
Wasn't a goal.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, I think they were robbed. Areola was furious after the match,
Yeah.
and he was rightfully so. Especially also the Joel Linton card. He chokes. Didn't he choke slam a guy?
I mean, that
Yeah, and then they gave the assistant a red card.
the Joe Linton situation is not even a red card. That's jail time.
This is one of those things where it's just like the American in me is just like, let him play a little bit.
I loved it.
That guy's fine. Give him a yellow card. Let's restart the play.
In society, in human society, you can't just be walking around grabbing people by the neck and pulling them to the ground. That's just society. I arrest them.
Arrest him. I will say, even though in general society I've never done this, but anytime someone's coming by me on a skateboard in the sidewalk, I dream of throwing an elbow or a hip check or a clothesline on him. So, like, if you're in the field of competition, I can't do it on the street. Give the guy a little tug. I think it's fine. Just pause. Okay. But yeah, like he took him down, but like he's walking away from that. It's not like you punched him or anything. It was fine. Let the boys
This
play.
has really been one of the most unjust rules with the hands to the neck in the Premier League over the last few seasons. We saw Casemiro get the red for it that first time, and ever since it's not been policed the same way.
I remember that. I remember the
It's not
I
been
think
policed the
that
same
was
way.
against
I
Forest, was it
remember
not?
the Casemiro red card.
You guys or someone else?
I'm pretty sure it was
One of
against
those.
Forest. Yeah.
I do remember, but that
That was
crazy.
unnecessary.
That was crazy.
Oh my God! You know what else is unnecessary? Everton fans. Them men, dumb lot are done crazy.
What? English.
What did you
Speak American.
Them men, dumb lot were crazy losing. The Everton fans were just. Have you seen the video of them
Yeah.
chirping their players at the end of the game? Like, that's the difference between American fans and the fans over there. Now, we'll boo your ass off the field, but walking back onto the
Dude, give him
bus,
credit. Give him credit.
I like it. I don't
like
hate
it too. Yeah.
Fucking let them know that it's not acceptable.
Well, and if you're gonna talk shit from 1,000
Yes.
feet away, do it right to their face.
I'm
too.
with that, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Like,
Yeah.
we'll chirp you from 800 yards above.
Oh, can I get
and
a
then when
selfie?
Russell Westbrook comes up, we'll, like, ask for a picture. Them lot,
Yeah.
Damn, what did you say?
they'll talk shit up when you're on the pitch, and then you're walking back to the dressing room, and they'll still lay into you. So I respect it.
Yeah.
But what'd you guys think of it?
I loved it, and when you're in dead last and it's your last year at Goodison Park and you have to survive relegation this year and you're off to this start, let them know. Let them know that this is not how Goodison Park's supposed to go out. So I don't know. I love the Everton fans. I love the English fans in general.
Listen, I'm always for the fans. I always think the fans, if you're a paying fan, you're usually right. You're correct and all that. That being said, was that productive to be doing when you're 2 games into the season screaming at your players? I mean, it's 2 games into the season.
Yep.
Relax a little bit. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that goal differential in 2 games is rough.
It's just tough. How do you as a fan, how do you let your club know? It's tough to figure out how you let your club know how you feel, because any way you dance around it as a fan, man,
Everton's got a big stretch here. They got Bournemouth at home, then they're away at Villa. That's an L. And then they're away at Leicester. So it's not inconceivable that they're starting off 0-5, and then Dyche is probably gone.
This reminds me of the peak Wenger out times when 3 games into the season.
And I like Dyche.
3-4 games into the season, Troops, and then shout out Troops, my guys, Troops and DT and them, man, were bringing out the banners 3-4 games into the season, man. It's
Get them out.
a bit too early. But so in the Wenger situation, that wasn't 3-4 games. That was more accumulation of like 7 years. It
Yeah.
so happened that thing. But
But if you start 0-5,
bro, you can't be ripping
I-
your players
I
second game. Second game, waiting at the bus to fucking tell her, hey, you fucking cunt! You fucking cunt! No, you can't be doing that second game.
This isn't the first time we've seen this from Everton fans. Didn't they like try and take out an ad last year on the big board to something about their ownership?
Yeah.
And their ownership group was like afraid to go to games, I believe, last year.
Yeah, well, they had like a riot in the parking lot too. Yeah.
So like this is classic Scouser bullshit up there.
I love it.
Them lot mad, fam.
Well, then I think they sold to a group too out of Florida who was like, "Oh, these guys are totally corrupt in every fucking way." So then now they have a third owners come through. But yeah, Everton fans are they're one of those clubs that probably think they should be in the Big Six, where they're always kind of historically they're always and then now they've taken a big dip.
It's us and them. It's us and them to never been relegated.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're about to get relegated. Za, I'd ask you to stand up, but you're probably taller in that chair. So let's just give Chief a round of applause.
What do I get applause for?
You finally closed out a game.
Yeah, clean
Big win
sheet.
on the road for Forest, clean sheet. They didn't blow it in the last 5 minutes.
I
Is
couldn't.
this a new Forest team?
I think they got a lot of things going for them now. Defensively, they're going to be good. The set pieces looked as bad as they've ever looked, so we got to figure that out. Supposedly, they're in the market for James Ward-Prowse, which would fix that instantly. I don't know if I like him for 90 minutes, but coming off the bench could be nice. Yeah, I look at. We're not in the what do you call them, waste men. We're not in the bin with all these Ipswich, Wolves,
Please don't do
Everton,
Nicky Smokes.
Southampton, Leicester. They're better than all of those teams. So I don't think we're going to be white-knuckling. We're currently better than Manchester United. So I don't think that we're going to be white-knuckling the bottom of the table like we have the last 2 seasons. So the project is marching forward. If Eddie Nketiah didn't flirt with us just to leave with another girl, we'd be sitting pretty right now. He
Damn.
absolutely fucked us. I hate that guy. But Forrest on the up and up.
So Nketiah is basically the girl that like walks up to you at the table so she could sit in your section and then go leave with someone else.
Perfect. He always wanted a London club. Let's flirt with Forrest. Let's tease Forrest. Let's get an offer in. Oh, everything's looking great. Bam, Palace.
That's your Mendem.
That's your guy.
But that's
Two-Face.
uncalled for. Yeah, Forrest didn't want to pay the money.
No, we did.
They
We
agreed
had
the
it.
contract with him. You didn't want to pay our terms. You wanted.
We gave you you're taking less money from Palace.
Is this Palace thing even official, or is this the same thing?
Sounds like it's going to be done. I hope it falls apart. You never know, because now our backup was this Santiago Jimenez, Mexican guy, plays in the.
Staying now, right?
He's not coming out either. So now Eddie fucked us out of everything. So I will hate him forever. Could have been real. Could have been great.
You know what? I think Big L for Nketiah, he had an opportunity to go to Marseille.
Yeah.
I think if he went to Marseille, they might win the league. They're cooking over there.
Oh, really? In the league, huh?
In League One with
Okay.
they
I
got
can't-
Greenwood and a couple other ballers.
Maresh, we're not talking about League One on this show. We're not doing it. We're not talking Bundesliga. We're not talking La Liga. We're sticking to the Prem. I can't focus on more than one league at a time.
You have to master one before you. I don't
Yeah.
even want to branch into other ones. I just love this league.
I do love the championship.
I'm casually
championship.
watching La Liga this season.
Yeah.
Which is
Why? Because a lot of
Because you
It
just
just so
like the
happens-
big tiggle bitties in the stands.
Oh wait, they
Bro, we gave Za the Twitter login for one day.
Oh, this is fake news.
And the For You page is just straight girls posted up in the mirrors and thongs and bras. Brother, use your own.
No, which is funny because if you look at my actual Twitter, that's what I found crazy. I'm horny on. Let me tell you something. Hand up. I'm the horniest person on the planet. Not on Twitter. Not on Twitter. I keep my horny on TikTok. That's where I keep my horny. Instagram, I'm trying to lower it a little bit. I'm trying to relax with Instagram. But TikTok is my primary form of horny. So when that came through with the Twitter, I was actually stunned.
Za, it was definitely
My actual account is just all news accounts. It's just news.
except when you click on the Pitch Picks profile,
Yeah.
then you turn into Demon Time.
I think he sees the purple. I think he sees the purple logo and he associates it with Demon.
My horny's in speaking of.
Sorry, I'm not mad at you for being horny. That's
my
not a big
horny's
deal.
on TikTok.
Question for you: would you ever date a girl that supported a rival club? Like, would you ever date a girl that likes Tottenham?
Ooh.
And like, she's
Probably
fit,
a nice
bro.
girl. She's probably a nice girl rooting for Tottenham.
We can look past the Tottenham.
Yeah.
Really?
We can look past it.
Would you ever date a city girl?
Absolutely fucking not. My dad would rather. Did not die for me to ever date someone who liked Arsenal
that
or
means-
Chelsea
you know what that means?
or City.
You know that means Nikki smokes. If I'm dating a girl that likes Tottenham, I'm fucking pounding Tottenham every day, kid. I'm pounding Tottenham every day, kid.
I like that. I mean, it would kind of suck though if you're pounding it on top and then she's like, "Oh well, don't you always finish second?"
Oh yeah,
That would hurt. That would hurt.
That would
I
hurt.
went back through the league history of the Prem last night. We are like glorified second place. Like we've probably finished second like 6 times in the last 10 years.
a lot.
Yeah,
Especially the
That hurt.
era when it was Ferguson, Wenger.
that hurt. But hey, this is a new team, and we went on the road. We went to Villa. We beat them 2-0. Now this game was the exact same game of the game I went to in the Emirates. But instead of Arsenal losing 2-0, they won 2-0. The exact same game. Arsenal had big chances in the first half. They could have been up at least 2 goals when I was at the game.
Villa should have been up in that game.
No, I'm talking about the
Yeah.
game I went to.
Oh, all right,
So the
all
game I went to, in the first half, it should have been 2-0 Arsenal going into the second half. Missed both chances. The game on this Saturday, Villa had 2 chances. Missed both of them. We did have one on that Saka shot, that outstanding save by their keeper.
Yeah.
But granted, I think Villa played the stronger first half, and they should have had a lead going into the second half. However, how Arsenal played in the second half was beautiful. I told you before the game, whenever Arsenal needs a goal, it's always Trossard. He stepped up. He was big. Partey played amazing. Calafiori played a solid 10-15 minutes, looked great. Timber played amazing. Ben White sticking up for his guys. I loved the way Arsenal played that second half. Like, they dominated that second half, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. Go into their crib, get our lick back, tell that motherfucker good evening, and walk our ass out there up 2-0 with 3 points. I was very impressed with Arsenal.
Yeah, no, that first half started off all right. We had a good first 15, 20 minutes. Partey was unbelievable. He's the one that stole the ball for the Saka chance. Stole the ball, progressed it. Saka had the chance and all. Looked good. Then when we came out second half, it was kind of a bit low, And then when Trossard came on, he that sub
Superman
completely changed the game. It changed how we were moving up front. The movement, bro. His movement on even the Partey goal. Him dragging. I think it was Konsa that he dragged. Then he ran in behind him. Gabriel putting the ball in behind him. Unbelievable. The guy is amazing. Came on, changed the game. I know there's a question that you're going to ask me a little later on in regards to Trossard and so I'll leave that. I'll leave him there. Partey, I thought started off good. I didn't like the fact that he was being thrown around like that. The Partey of old is not thrown around by anybody in midfield, bro. I mean, a guy that eats wakie, and fucking fufu for breakfast is being thrown around by a guy that eats beans on toast. Come on, Partey. I mean, it's embarrassing. It honestly is embarrassing. So that aspect we'll fix up. I'm not too worried about him. He had a good goal, but it was just I'm worried that the physicality might have dropped a little. But yeah, now even Rice too was being bullied by
Rice isn't fit now.
Yeah, he was being bullied by Rodgers. He looked very tired at the end of it. The Calafiori cameo came on just for a little bit. He did all right. And
shout out Raya, man.
David Raya. Game saving. Those are game winning saves. Because if that goes in at 0-0, that Watkins header, bro, that is a completely different game. We are in trouble at Villa Park. How quickly he got up. Amazing. That is one guy that does not get the credit that he deserves. We bought him because of his distribution. That's what we bought him for. All of a sudden, he turns out to be a phenomenal shot stopper. I mean, most clean sheets last season. Starts off this season with two game-winning saves. Even in the Wolves one, I forgot who it was that he saved, that Wolves saved. And then this one, absolutely amazing, man. Raya deserves the credit, and he's up there. People talk about Edison Allison. He is now in that group of Edison Allison conversation.
He's real deal.
He's very good. But overall, I'm happy with the result. Still not impressed, but with how we play. But you're
just not impressed with 6 points in 2 games.
No, I'm happy with the results. That's the result part. But how we actually played throughout the 90s, still not impressed.
So if we were to play City tomorrow, you'd be nervous.
Yeah. It's we're not playing well yet, but it's expected. It's our second game back. People are still not, as you said, people on the summer. Rice is still not fit and all that. That will come with games.
Okay, I like it. All right, but let me ask you this. I think this is the question of the week. Who would you start, Trossard or Martinelli?
Yeah, there's a lot of debate online. People are not going to like my answer because, honestly, merit-wise, my answer makes no sense, but this is what's working. You keep it as is. Martinelli, let's play Martinelli into form. It's very hard to come across a player that you can count on every single time to come into a game that's already been going for the last 15 and 20 minutes and give a impact as much as Trossard does. I mean, Eddie, we tried that with Eddie. We saw how that went. Eddie comes on and he does nothing. He tank walks and all that. We try it with any one of the
fuck him.
We tried with
you had the whole sales pitch on him last week. Now it's fuck him. I love that. I love what we can do.
We try it with anyone else. No one gets going as fast as Trossard. So when you have an asset like that does not need time to get going in a game and impact, I say you keep it. It reminds me of, Maresh is going to like this a little bit. It reminds me, all the United side, it reminds me of what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer used to do for you guys. What he's doing now, it gives me Ole Gunnar Solskjaer vibes for what he used to do when he used to come in for like Dwight York and Andy Cole and them people. So
my only thing is that you said we might as well play Martinelli into form. If we do that, we might be playing him until game week 37. I mean, this guy has not done anything. Like last year, he was horrible. It's only been 2 games. He hasn't been great these last 2 games. Trossard is that dude. Like anytime it's a big time game, it's Trossard that scores. Look at last year. Anytime this team needed a goal in a big moment, it was Trossard. Now, granted, when we do start him from the jump, he's not as effective. However, Why don't you like let him give him a couple games to play all 75 minutes, 90 minutes, and see what he could do when he's in form for the entire game versus just being a super sub? Because I think he's done everything. Anytime Mikel has called his number and Mikel's locked up in fucking jail, Trossard picks up at 3 a.m. and he bails him out every single time. Trossard is our big game scorer. Like, I love Kai Havertz. He's a ghost when the lights are on bright. I love Saka. I don't want to call him a ghost. I thought he played well, but I think Trossard steps up to the plate more than anyone else on this team, and I believe he's earned his right to be in the starting 11.
No, you're right. You're right. And that's now the problem we have, is that if we don't start him, he saw the celebration, he's upset. So
I thought that was like him.
That was him
being
telling
like, I'm that dude.
That was him telling Arteta.
I didn't know he was like, all right. Like,
that was him telling Arteta, look, we were fucked. I came in, I fixed it for you again, and you're still going to fucking sit me on the bench. That was exactly what he was saying.
And my new bone to pick with Martinelli, this guy's fucking Italian and plays for Brazil. Fuck him, bro. I'm done with his ass.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
I'm done with him, bro. Yeah, I think my boy texted me. He's like, yo, I got something that'll make you warm up to Martinelli.
I'm shocked.
I'm like, what is it? He goes, you know he's Italian, right? Look him up. I'm like, this motherfucker plays for Brazil, bro.
I'm shocked you didn't realize, because Martinelli is
a pretty Italian name.
Pretty Italian name, but yeah, I mean, he plays for Brazil, and so fuck him. That's how I feel about it. Anyway.
True, but yeah, 2-0, we moved 3 points.
Yeah. Talk to me, Mendem dubs, Mendem 3 points. Big up the big tings, yeah, bruv, yeah. Is that Jamaican?
It sounds more Jamaican, yeah.
You're not.
All right, let me try.
You're not even close.
Let me try my best British accent. Hey, Zol, can you get me a bottle of water?
People are gonna hate that.
I don't give a fuck. They already hate a Yankee talking about soccer or football. My bad, Maresh. I don't give a fuck. I'm always gonna be me. They can hate me all they want. FPL. So, from a fantasy perspective alone, would you rather be a Haaland owner or a Salah owner?
Haaland.
They have the same amount of points. And with Mo, you could build your team around.
Salah's
much more complete.
Salah's gonna get injured.
Yeah, he's a little.
Salah's gonna get injured
too. I also just don't fully trust Arne Slot yet either. To like, what's Liverpool gonna be in a month, 3 months? I don't know.
They've played some shit teams.
You know that Haaland's going to get his goals.
That's it. You have to. There's one rule. I don't even know what people were thinking during the whole. That was the big thing, the big talk before the season started. Oh, the no Haaland strategy. Like, what are we doing?
I got no Haaland.
What are we?
I have no Haaland, and I regret it.
He just got me 34 fucking points by himself.
Yeah, I probably should have had him
by himself. If I didn't have Haaland in my team, I would be cooked.
Yeah, you would be cooked. You would be cooked. So you guys are both going Haaland.
Yeah. I've got Haaland.
Honestly, I'm not impressed by City at all. I mean, you score 1 goal in the second half against Ipswich. Like, these guys are jokes, fam. They should be at Laugh Factory in Chicago telling knock-knock jokes. I mean, I was not impressed by them whatsoever. I think everyone's just overhyping this team. They get a free wake-up game at home against Chelsea. Wait, was that on the road?
It was on the road.
God damn it, I'm the joke. Anyway, they still suck, and I'm dying on that hill, and Haaland is overrated. And everyone's going to call me, oh, you're a troll, you're a clickbait merchant, blah, blah, blah. I am the anti-Haaland.
No, it's you and Roy Keane. The two guys that hate Haaland.
He's my enemy. Yeah. I do not care. And he doesn't play for Arsenal. If he wants to be a real man, he'd come to a club like Arsenal and show he's not a Pep merchant. But until he does that, he's a Pep merchant.
Well, this is the last year of Pep. City doesn't suck. You're in for a.
You think they're good?
Yeah.
I mean, they've won.
Maresh, help me out here. There's no way you think so.
This one, I think you're on your own.
You're putting Maresh in a position where he has to.
No, you can call me dumb. You don't have to be.
They've won 4 in a row. I mean, City.
Yeah, but what are the odds of 5? That's not gonna happen.
Very high.
No, it's not
high.
Like mathematically,
they are the favorites.
It's not high.
They are the favorites. We are.
Has anyone ever done 5 in a row?
No.
4?
No one had ever done. No, United had done 3. So yeah, United was before City. United was 3. That was a lot.
So let me get this straight. Pep's plan: coach in the Prem, win 5 years straight, dip.
Yeah.
Fucking prick.
Yeah. No, I mean
he wins everywhere. He'll come back up in some other league, some other job, and win again.
He didn't win straight. He lost one to Klopp.
Oh, Liverpool. Yeah, there was a gap in.
Liverpool did win 1. Yeah.
So if we beat City, at the Etihad, how big's your dick gonna get? And will you finally denounce City as the favorites to win the league? Not draw. I'm saying 3 whole points out of the Etihad.
Did that last year,
Still-
right?
It's still too early.
No, we drew them
Through there.
and one at home.
Okay.
It's still very early. That's the thing.
Okay.
It's still very, very.
I think you guys are more likely to drop points against the lower
The lower,
teams
that's our
than City is. Like you said, what'd you say they were? They didn't look good against Ipswich. I don't know if Ipswich touched the ball in the second half.
I don't know if you watched the game, but Ipswich was actually up 1-0.
Yeah, they looked great for about 3 minutes.
It was so funny. The second they scored, I said it. They scored way too early.
They did.
Literally on screen.
Yes, give
said
us your theory for playing
said
City.
it. With Man City, if you're a smaller team than Man City, you cannot afford to score early. You have to hang
Don't
on.
piss them off.
You have to hang on, keep it 0-0 up until minimum the 80th minute, and then you're allowed to score. Then okay, you have a chance of winning.
And then hold on for dear
If
life
you
because
score
you're
in
probably
the
still
first-
going to lose.
Bro, they scored in the first like 10 minutes. There was no ways they were hanging
Yeah.
on to 1-0 at the Etihad.
It was 2-1
It-
within
within
5
like-
minutes.
within
Yeah.
5 minutes. It wasn't it 3?
It's 3 at half, but it was 2-1 like real quick. Yeah.
All right, shout out to everyone in our FPL league. Is it still too late to join, Maresh?
No, it is never too late to join. The link is in our Twitter bio. Feel free to join up. You'll be added after the next points calculation, so after Saturday's fixtures.
If they're late joiners, how does that work? Do they? Is
They
it
already
only the
have
points-
a team set, I believe.
yeah, so
Is it-
any points they've already accrued will carry over into
Oh,
our
okay,
league.
perfect.
Yeah.
I was about to say, is it?
You'll be passing me in no time.
Yeah, 'cause we had shout out to all of you. We had a lot of people join after the
shout out to
promotion
everybody.
last week, and all of those guys overtook our top 3. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We
We got a new leader in the clubhouse.
I have a problem.
Love Island FC. Shout out Zach Batiste. 91 points this week, 170 total. Young J. Hoven, George J. Hoven, 92 points this week, 166 total. Havertz your way. Great name, Luke Level.
Love that.
91 points this week, 162 total. Now for the leaders in this podcast, Za put up 75 big man tings this week, 136 total points, 47th place.
I'm 47.
Yep, I put up 66. Absolute stinker. Got 125 total points. That's good for 67th. Cheap put up 71 this week for a total of 121, 72nd place. And Maresh, a whopping 35 points, 96 total, dead last in the league. So much for a guy who knows ball.
I have 2
before I
problems.
know ball, I'm a generational hater, so there's a lot of guys I won't pick.
I have
Okay,
I
feel
have
that.
2 major problems in my team.
Talk to me.
Nkunku. I have
Dog
Nkunku, who is not fucking starting for Chelsea. They're starting Nicholas Jackson. I thought they were
I
gonna
hate
start-
Nicholas.
He's
Jackson.
horrible. Hey,
And
scored
now,
a goal, though.
Now because he scored, he's gonna start again.
Oh, well, wait. Did you see what he's done?
The Mikel.
Yeah, John Obi
Going
Mikel,
him back
Chelsea
and forth.
club legend, was like, shut up, and you can't say shit until you score goals, and he scored a goal, and he's like, "Hey, you shut
Mikel,
up."
now you shut up. That was funny. I saw that. That was funny. So Nkunku was one of my problems, and Gabriel Jesus is my major problem.
Yeah, he's a waste man.
He's still there. I think I'm probably going to be stuck with him because I have other pending problems. But
You'll be all right. It's all right, so keep your head up. You'll figure it out. You know ball.
I don't want to take L's. I don't want to take. I'm doing the one transfer only. I'm not taking minus points.
Yeah, no, points are way too valuable. All right, time for the betting recap. I'm looking at my solo camera right now. Everyone who says I don't know ball could lick my nuts, brother. I haven't lost a Premier League bet. What am I, Maresh? Tell him.
8-0.
8-0.
That's fucking wild.
8-0. Everyone's like, oh, Nicky Smokes don't know ball. Nicky Smokes don't know
he
ball.
actually 8-0?
Nicky
Well, if
Smokes
You
is
count
8-0,
all the likes
brother.
of his parlays, yes, but he's picking crazy parlays.
I am football. I am football. I am soccer, motherfucker. I am the Prem. I am the Premier League. What am I again? What am I again, Maresh? 8-0?
8-0.
8-0. You can't touch me.
Fuck are you 8-0?
8 because I know ball.
What did he?
I just because I can't pronounce players, or sometimes I call it soccer, or sometimes I say premier instead of premier. That don't mean I don't know ball. I pick winners, brother. I watch teams, I evaluate, I pick winners. Point blank, period. 8-0. Have never lost a single bet all year. Comb your hair, take care. Not bad for a guy who doesn't know ball, right, Sa?
It sounds like you're due for a correction.
Yeah.
Sounds-
Sounds like you're due to win one fucking bet.
Oh, I'm hot
No, you're not.
ish. I'm hot ish.
How do
I'm
we-
still up big on the
like
year.
room temperature milk.
Not to,
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
If you took out, we're talking just Prem picks, you are horrible.
No, I had Chelsea. I had Liverpool parlayed with Chelsea. I had Forest, big, obviously, Forest winners. I'm doing fine. I got the whole list right here.
What's his record for Prem?
On the show, for bets we've given out on the show, Chief is at 0-2.
How can that be?
Nice. Because you
First
save
week
your
wins
winners
you
for
have.
yourself, and then you don't care about our audience. And you
No, I do. Right? Follow it on Twitter because I'm posting them all on Twitter. These are all the ones I've given out on Twitter.
All right. Well, the ones you're giving out on the pod, 0-2. What's
All right, well,
Zaz-
we'll see us next week. I'll get in the lab and I'll give you the good picks.
What's Zaz's record?
1-1, right?
No, you didn't give out a pick the first week. You didn't give out
The
official
Odegaard.
one because
The
no.
Odegaard.
Oh, you did.
so I'm 1-0.
Oh no! You
I'll
got
take 1-0.
Odegaard.
No, I'm
Odegaard.
1-0.
Yeah, no, he gave out
No,
Odegaard to
1-0,
score.
1-1.
1-1.
1-0. I'm 1-0.
And what are you, Maresh?
1-0.
I'm 2-0.
Okay. All right. So we're honestly one of the hottest soccer pod picks.
Yeah, the
That's
best.
the case. I'm 1-1.
No, yeah.
We're probably
sorry,
the
one-
best soccer pod pitch picks in the
There
country.
is. Fact.
Right?
Yep.
Like no one else in America is a combined. What are we like? 15-3.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. What were all the legs of your parlay that you hit?
I had Tottenham money line, Spurs money line, Arsenal money line,
Tottenham and Spurs money line.
Same.
and
team.
Fulham money line.
You had Forest, too.
I said Forest.
You said Tottenham and Spurs, which
Did I?
Yeah.
was the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know ball, but I know winners. Spurs, Forest, Arsenal, Fulham. That was my 4. And then Sunday I had, what's his name? Diaz.
Yep.
Diaz to score a goal and Liverpool to have a clean sheet that paid plus 400. And then I had Spurs first half money line over Everton, one of the easiest bets of my entire life. So that's what I do. I pick winners. Sorry.
He's one I need to figure out how to get in and get Nkunku out.
Yeah.
I might need Luis Diaz.
Hey, on the bright side though, I know I'm obviously the king of straight bets, but we all hit our golden boot.
Yeah.
Me and Zal had Haaland,
Yeah.
Son, and who'd you have?
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer, cold as ice. So yeah,
I'm nervous now
dude,
that I don't
if,
have Haaland.
if someone
I
parlayed all
told
of
you dummies.
if someone parlayed all of our goal scorer picks, they probably would have had a nice payout.
Big day.
Yeah.
Huge day.
If they just tailed us the entire day, they would have only
Probably
lost
got to
2
be like
games.
plus 2,500 if you had all 4.
All 4 goal scorers. I mean,
pick?
Holland was probably minus 200.
So, Holland
But all
had a
4
hat-
together?
Yeah, Holland had a hat trick. Son had a brace. Palmer had 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's a great day at the office.
Who do we
Chalk
pick
it up.
now, Smokes?
Oh,
That's for next.
So the
that's
picks
for,
will come
that's
out
for Friday.
next episode. I should have said this at the beginning, but we finally have official release dates, and the only way this will alter is if we have another Camp Barstool thing or something comes up. So this will come out every Tuesday. It's the week recap. It'll come out every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, which is 9 Central, and then Thursday we'll preview the upcoming week. That'll come out at 10 a.m. Eastern time as well. So for you listeners, if you need a set time and date, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. Eastern.
It's a great card coming this week, too.
It's a beautiful
It's
card.
a great card. You guys in Brighton, then you got United and Liverpool on Sunday. Chelsea and Palace will be good. Newcastle, Spurs. It's going to be a big week. I can't wait.
Massive week. Thank you guys so much for listening. Again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1K subs. Once we hit that, we'll give out an EAFC 25 code. So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Thanks for watching.